Take two.
Take two.
Take two. Take two.
All
Take
right,
two.
Let's reshare this out again.
Are we on?
Let's make sure we're live here.
Oh, there we go. I think we're live again.
Are we live now?
Yeah.
I keep refreshing your page.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. It's Monday Night Bro. The Bro Show. We had technical difficulties, technical issues. Let's try this again. Issues have been taken care of, right? Welcome aboard. The Bro Show, episode 54, Monday Night Bro.
Let's do it again.
Is this it here now? Or are we on? I bet that
I'm sharing it out. Sharing it out again.
Here we are.
Let's do it live.
Doing it live. Here we go. And we're back. It's just me and you.
Take two. Take two.
Good call.
Everybody left. Michael Allen Wildman, Mr. Cody Pyatt.
Where you guys at? Come back. Come back. Bring it on back.
Bring it on back. Well, it's the Bro Show.
Well, after I get this shared, I'll do what I guess I was going to do.
Oh, boy.
Who we got? We got anybody on here?
It's me and you, brother.
It's me and you, brother.
Me and you. Me, you, myself, and I.
Watch the Bro Show.
What? Is this AI?
Mookie with the
That's
views.
me.
Work
Aruba.
Aruba. Bro Show. Here.
That's you.
That's me. Bro Show. So we show you need
That's
to know.
right. All right. Kind of like it.
This is
Yeah! Aruba! Bro George is watching. Dan is waving at us.
Hola.
Patricia. Hello, Slammer.
Hello. Bro Show.
Very cool.
You like that?
I like that.
You like that version? There is another version,
Is
but
that going to be your new, what's be your new entrance? That's the
Whoa.
game.
I didn't hear this much of it.
Very cool.
I gotta,
Ooh, brought that down quickly.
gotta thank my brother-in-law DJ for that fine rendition of our Bro Show theme. You like that?
He's got a hell of a voice.
Yeah. there is another version too, but it's got a little twangy to it.
A little twangy.
But that one there's a little more rock and roll. I think
kinda-
I think that fits us a little better than the other. The other one you can kind of hear the words a little bit better. Aruba.
Aruba! With Bro George and his band.
Better than Bro George and his band.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'll play it at the end too. Just it will play us out.
Play us out. Dan is in the chat. Dan says, rock out.
Rock and roll. Aruba, the Bro Show.
Oh my gosh. Paige Mack is in the chat. She says, hola.
Hola, Pagey.
Hola, Bubby.
Hola, Bubby. That was the best thing ever. Hola, baby.
Who in the blue are you?
Who in the blue are you? Well, you're the blue. I'm
You're the Mr. Tetrai.
Mr. Tetris tonight. Anyway, I
If you
am.
get two of those, is the Tetrai?
Yes. Tetrai. Hey, first off, welcome to the Bro Show episode 54. 54.
54. 54 weeks? Wow.
Yeah. I am your host, your number one brother, your mega brother, the people's bro, Slammer. Hey, me, Barry Horowitz.
We are back. We had a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had a
Thank you
little.
for rejoining us. I see Michael Allen Wildman from
Ballyhoo.
back in the chat.
Ballyhoo.
Joined us for the first 30 seconds before we got cut out. Lost a little internet connection.
Doggone internet, darn technology, and electronics and stuff. Who are you?
I am known around these parts as the king of cool.
By whom?
By everybody. By the people.
By the
By
people.
the people.
By the people.
Voted by the people also. You're number one El Presidente. You're Mookie of the Year. The man, the myth, the legend. The White Larry Bird.
Did you say El Presidente?
El Presidente.
Voted by who?
The
I
senoritas.
think that ballot box was stuffed.
The senors and senoritas all voted.
Cacaw.
Good call. The White Larry Bird.
Mookie Blaylock, what's your
Everybody.
favorite number?
Oh, crap. 10. 10.
Yay!
Bing. We need a little bing.
Need a little bell.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Got it, got it.
All
And I
right.
am drinking a delicious G Fuel Tetris. We'll put the video in the comments here in a little while. Everybody can see my taste test. It's delicious. Thank you, Heather, for the delicious energy drink.
And I, in fact, am drinking a drink from the former United States champion. They won the only Dodgers prime. I'm about to take a swig to see what Dodgers taste like.
Oh, I thought we
This is-
determined this was
this is-
tasting like
It's like,
Tony
Let's see.
La Russa. Tony Lasorda. Tastes just like Tony Lasorda.
it
doesn't
tastes like Tony Lasorda.
Little-
Tony Lasorda,
little mixed
Dodgers prime.
with a splash of Fernando Valenzuela.
Ooh. Hold on. There's a little bit of Lou Campanella in there. Right there.
Does it have a little swig of Albert Pujols with his 5'5"?
That was the. Oh, he was with the Dodgers.
Yeah, he was with the Dodgers for like
Oh,
what,
you just
half
blew my
a
mind.
season, right?
You just blew my mind. I
Didn't he
completely
finish
forgot that.
didn't he get traded from the Angels to the Dodgers and finished off
With the Cards.
season and then
Ooh, I completely forgot
yeah,
about that.
he was number 55 if you remember.
55?
Number 55. You can Google that, my friend.
Google that. Stay in
Google it.
school, kids. You can remember numbers.
Stay
Numbers
in
are
school,
good.
Wyatt. Stay in school, brother.
Oh, let's see. We already got a screen full of chat here.
Whoa,
Let's see here.
screen us up. My gosh, there's
Ah.
4 million people on here.
Michael Allen Wildman, you're back, but video cut out earlier. We are back.
Yeah, technical problems.
Paige Mack in the chat says, "Oh Lord," with a laughy cry emoji.
What is she lording?
Probably when we were saying "Hola."
Hola, Bubby.
Bo George says hottest theme song since Real American Brothers.
I think you're right, brother. Aruba.
Michael Allen Waldman from Valley.
Vallejo.
It says, "Welcome back, Mookie." The White Larry Bird. That's me.
He's got a little bird on there. It's a blue bird.
Dylan Hawkins says,
Whoa.
Bailey, Ariana, Abby, Gracie, Kinley, Peyton, aka SWO members
Southeast Missouri chapter.
Say hi, and they love and miss you very much.
I miss you guys, man. Be good to see you guys again soon.
That was a mouthful to read
That
there.
was a mouthful to read.
Oh, shoot, and I just lost the chat.
And Michael Allen Wildman, congratulations, Slammer, on 22 years at UPS. Today is officially my UPS anniversary.
Wow.
22 years ago today, June 23rd, 2003, I showed up at 5 o'clock at the Farmington UPS Center with a pair of blue jeans and work boots on because I didn't know what they wanted me to wear. And they said, hop on up in that trailer, brother.
Head full of dreams.
And I got up in a hot trailer with no ventilation and loaded a trailer for 2.5 hours, then washed trucks for 2.5 hours. That's how my first 9 months spent there, was loading a trailer and washing trucks.
Load it up then. Loading it up.
Lost 25 pounds that summer.
That's not too bad. Not too
Oh
shabby.
boy, I looked like a skeleton by about 3 months in. It was awful.
Doc has sent us 50 stars.
Whoa,
Thank you, Doc.
Doc.
Thank you very much.
Cacaw.
Cody Pyatt, the double dippers in the chat, says, Paige, I found the Bella pic, but I'm waiting till you're back on the show, LOL. Make you eat your words.
Ooh, you know,
She's gonna be here this
gonna
week.
be here, but she'll probably be on here next week.
She shall be back.
She shall be back. Cacaw.
Well,
What? Tell him, Hawk.
Well.
Well.
it seems to me that it seems to be Smoking Guns is the team to beat.
You guys sound like a macho man, Hawk.
Let's see. Doc says, congrats, it's not easy following a dream and making a living. Got that right.
It's been a long haul, man.
Wyatt says, hi, Kyle, Mookie, Skynet, and Slammer.
Hi, Wyatt.
Slammer's all in caps. Wyatt, I know you'll be glad to see I'm drinking a little bit of Prime tonight, Dodgers flavor. It tastes when
Did they have other? Would they just have Dodgers? That's just a random
Yeah,
line to have in Missouri.
It tastes like Mookie Betts the more I drink on it.
Mookie Betts.
Tastes
Was
like
that,
Mookie Betts.
was that all they was there?
I think I just
I mean,
random
there's
stuff.
no.
They must have sponsored them. I think there might be a Yankees one.
I see.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I was thinking maybe that's just kind of strange for a Dodger drink. It's kind of like when you show up at Big Lots and they'll have like a random Sacramento Kings
Big Lots,
T-shirt or
RIP.
something.
R.I.P.
Or you go to Marshalls and they'll have like a Cleveland Cavaliers basketball jersey. It's like, what is this here for?
Cody, Double Dipper says, Slammer, I worked for UPS for one night and a few years ago. I ended up kicking all the boxes around the back of the semi and getting very mad.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's a real easy thing to do, to get mad at those boxes, and you've never even drove to
One
have.
night only with UPS.
Yeah, you've never had to drive and deal with delivering boxes, man. You get hot and you got a full truck full of boxes and you start not finding stuff.
Oof. This is like a nightmare.
It can be pretty. That's when you start getting frustrated like that. You just have to stop for a minute.
Yeah, because
Even though you are on a time crunch and in a hurry, sometimes you just got to stop for a minute.
Yeah.
Catch your breath and just walk around the truck for a minute. That's what an old timer told me once. He's like, "Yeah, you need to get out and walk around your truck or something." Well, we got a phone call.
We've already got just a reminder, folks out there, if you want to call the Bro Show hotline, 1-900-99-SLAMMER, we've already got Slam. That's with 2 M's. We already have our first call tonight. Caller number 1. Who do we have on the line?
This is the $1 Million Man.
$1 Million Man.
Yes, you heard me right. This is Ted. What are you guys up to tonight?
Oh, Sweaty Teddy. We're just hanging and banging, watching, talking about wrestling. What's up with the $1 Million Man? What's the $1 Million Man up to?
See, I got a question for you.
Whoa.
Who else has held the $1 million belt besides the $1 Million Man?
Well, Virgil held it. The Ringmaster held it.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Ted DiBiase Jr.
You fellas are correct. I have one more question for you.
Oh boy.
Teddy, what do you got, brother?
Art Kane and Undertaker brothers.
100% brothers. They're Daddy's Paul Bearer.
Oh yes.
I love it. Have a great night.
Thank you, Teddy.
Thanks for calling, Ted.
God bless you.
You're welcome. Make sure you stop by for my autograph signings and get a look at the $1 million belt, baby.
All right.
All right.
And he's going.
Thank you, Ted.
As quickly as he comes, he's gone. he's like breezing the wind.
Breezing it.
Oh, let's catch up. We got some more in the chat. Shelly McCarver Shields is in the chat.
Shelly, what's up?
She says, "Go Slammer."
Go me.
Still see you at I guess that's WWE 1 jumping off or.
She'll see you. A wee little kid jumping off Grandma Betty's porch, and she lived in Elvins, but I have always been a performer. I've been jumping off stuff since a little kid. I've always
Me and the Double
I've always
Dipper.
been a wrestler my whole life.
Me and the Double Dipper used to have some great brawls in the backyard when I had trampoline. Lived at Hunter's Ridge.
Yeah,
We had some great matches.
that's where when I lived in High Ridge, me and my buddy Greg formed the Brennan Woods Wrestling Association. We were backyard wrestling, but I'm sure backyard wrestling's always been a thing. But man, we had the whole organization. Man, we made a little ring out in the woods. We had a curtain. I got some pictures, of course, and all of us. I created a
Manny Fernandez.
Manny Fernandez. The wrestler. I just watched a match with him.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
The Raging
match
Bull?
in Puerto Rico.
The Raging Bull.
Yeah, he actually, me and Ricky Cruz was watching that at Raising Cane's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're in Raising Cane's watching a match from
IWC probably.
Carlos Colon's place, the World Wrestling Council, or maybe anyway, and it was Manny Fernandez, who I do believe Bushwhacker Luke told me. I think Manny Fernandez retired from UPS. He ended up working at UPS. Anyway, the match was Manny Fernandez. I think it was Invader 3, and Manny Fernandez kept giving him the big knee drop. and this dude just started hurling blood.
Oh.
Just squirting blood everywhere, man. And it was really something. The fans were going crazy.
Holy
You
crap.
may look that up. It's on YouTube. Manny
Oh, wow.
Fernandez against Invader 3.
I will do that.
Well worth the watch, man. I was like, man, this rules.
I'm surprised with blood because you were
You
not
know,
a blood man.
It was weird, I guess, because it was such an old footage.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't no high definition or anything, and also,
Because I remember going to a few bloodbath matches featuring Ricky Cruz.
yeah, me and we
And,
went and watched Ricky Cruz and Attila Khan.
You actually turned around and your seat backwards because you couldn't watch it.
I had to finally put my head down because there was just so much blood. I could
It's
not
maybe the
handle
bloodiest
watching
match
it.
I've
It
ever
was
seen in
pretty
person.
bloody. I bet they had to get a new ring canvas because there's no way that canvas,
Yeah.
unless he just. We'll have to ask Herb what happened to that. If Herb pops up on here, we'll ask him whatever happened to that canvas.
Tom Phelps in the chat says, "Hey boys,
Hey
What's up,
man,
Tom? I work with Tom. Tom's a good guy." Jason King says, "Hello, Slammer."
yo, Jason, what's up, brother?
Mama Kathy's in the chat says, "Hey fellas, there are some connection issues and the show was on like a loop. Better now."
That's because we restarted.
Yeah, we were on for probably less than a minute.
It's a minute,
got a
like
little-
30 seconds.
Yeah,
something
got a
like
little
that.
internet connection, so we had to stop the feed, restarted it, and I think we're good so far.
I think we're good. We're 16 minutes in, and
Paul Hester, hello, fellas.
Yo, Paul,
What's
what's
up,
up,
Paul?
brother? Been a couple weeks since he's been on here, hadn't it?
It's been a little while.
Well,
It's been a little while since I was on here. I was
Been 2
MIA
weeks.
last
You was
week.
MIA,
You
I
held
did
down you held down the
real,
fort.
real quick show last week. I was ready to just, I thought, well, things
I
kind of
jumped
went
on-
sideways, and I was like, you know what? I stayed on here about 30 minutes. I went on early.
I know-
Everybody kept me company. It ended up
Yeah.
being like 34 minutes, and I was like,
I jumped on about 7:30, and you were already done. I was like, "What did he?"
I
was shocked.
yeah,
I was like, what the heck?
I started at a quarter till, and I think I was done at like 20 after, and
So
I was
must have
like,
just
you know
missed.
what? I was only gonna stay on here like maybe 10 minutes, and everybody everybody kept me company and kept asking me stuff, so I just stayed on here, and then finally I was like, you know what? I gotta go work out. I gotta.
Speaking of company, our buddy Paul Hester has sent us 20 stars.
Whoa!
Thank you, Paul.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Paul.
We appreciate that. Kathy put, "Okay, cool."
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we had a little bit of internet connection issues. Just restarted. Good as gold,
A
baby.
little reboot and a re-big boot. And
Re-big boot, there, I like that.
we
Speaking of big boots, let's talk about a little bit of big
Yeah,
boot
man,
action
dude.
from this past Saturday night.
What a fun night.
Like
You know
that
what?
little segue.
A little segue there. Was that one of the most fun wrestling events we've been to in a while?
It
Even
is.
though it wasn't a very big crowd, but man, they were hot
They were a hot crowd.
and brand new wrestling promotion. You guys all need to jump on board because
Midwest Throwdown.
professional wrestling
Professional wrestling.
in Peevely, Missouri, man. It was not.
No.
Perryville.
Perryville.
I'm sorry,
That's all right.
Perryville, Missouri, and I'm just delivering down around in Perry County. That's in Perry County. Anyway, Saturday, wow, 52-minute drive, something
Yeah.
like that. Just
I'm-
hop, skip. That's
I'm a very big fan of this group. We're close to home.
and we got to see a bunch
Faster-
of people we
Fast-
haven't seen in a
Yes.
while.
Yeah.
A lot of fans, a lot of the old CCW crowd, man,
Like
they
your-
haven't
your
seen
old
me in a
Cape
couple
faithful.
years now, and they were pro slam.
They were.
I
I kind of
there were a
felt
lot of
bad.
slammer shirts in that
I-
crowd coming in, and a lot were there.
I'll be
going
honest.
out.
I kind of felt bad at one point during intermission. There was literally a long line of people at your table waiting to buy stuff or see you, whatever, get
Take
pictures,
pictures,
autographs,
yeah.
all the way to the back row of the section that we were
Yeah.
in front of. And I glanced over, and some of the other tables, the guys were just kind of like sitting there, like twiddling their thumbs on their cell phones. I'm like, man, I kind of feel bad for these guys because everybody, and I'm not saying that to like pinch you and brag on you, but I was like, I even said something to Caitlin. I'm like, I kind of feel bad because all these people are like for you.
You know what, man? It makes me feel good because you always get those feelings like, just do people like me?
It's more like
You
do
know,
people remember you?
And
in
then
that
they all
area.
remember, hey, Herb's on here.
Herb.
We went to a match. Ricky Cruz, Attila Khan. What was it? How many years ago was that? About 6 years ago? 7 years ago?
I don't even remember.
In where was that? It was over there in
Carondelet, East Carondelet.
East Carondelet. and they bled so much over that mat that I had to turn my head. We were wondering, did you have to throw that canvas away, or was you able to get that thing cleaned up?
There's no way he was able to get that clean. That's what I say.
That thing was a mess.
That had to be the end of that canvas.
That was bloody. Well, hopefully you heard us here, and we'll get an answer. We got to know, Herb. We got to know. And good evening, by the way.
And good evening. Randy's in the chat, says, how are you both?
Man, we're awesome. We're talking about Saturday night, man. I was down at Midwest Throwdown Professional Wrestling. Thank you to Josh for booking me number one. And, man, I had 6 matches total. There were 4 qualifier matches. Each match, the winner went on to the main event to determine the brand new Midwest Throwdown Professional Wrestling Champion. As you can tell, I've not been showing off a belt. I did not win the belt, but I won my qualifier match. Me and James Brady, we had a really good match.
Really good match.
Good match. I think all the matches were good all night.
They actually were. There was not a bad match. All the qualifying matches, the tag team match, then the main event match. I mean, usually, and I'll be honest, sometimes going to the indie shows, there's usually a few.
Herb said, "Buy Felicia to that canvas." All right,
I told you, I knew it.
All
I
right,
knew it.
We do
I was
it.
gonna say, there's no way.
There's no way that thing survived. That canvas had to go straight to the dump.
I think
straight to the biohazard, probably. Had a lot of blood on that thing.
After that show, I remember standing up and taking a picture of the mat.
Oh, do you have a picture of it still?
I think somewhere. I have to find it on my Facebook. Just because I remember just being like amazed, like, that is so much blood. I'm like, there's no way. And that confirms our.
I just remember how that match started. I think Attila was standing there with a fork, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
He was standing at the steps. He had that fork, and Ricky ended up jumping him from behind or whatever. My gosh, there was just so much blood, man.
I just remember you turning around backwards at one point.
Finally, yeah, man. At one point, I was like, Attila's face just had blood. Ricky's too, man. They were just a bloody mess. Yeah. And that canvas, I think the canvas was red.
Oh,
I think it started out blue and turned red. It was insane.
It had his own crimson back.
I was like, I think I'll just go ahead and turn my head now before I throw up and add to the bloody canvas.
Anyway, talk about this match with Mr. Brady.
Man, he's
not Tom Brady.
Captain Bad Attitude.
Yeah,
James Brady. Anyway, he threw water in my face. I threw a little water in his face.
I was really impressed with this match, actually. I've only seen James Brady wrestle one time. That was the first time.
Look what Herb said.
Need Slammer against Attila. you might want to dress with a football helmet, football pads.
Me and Attila, it's been a few years ago. He was wrestling at New Breed, and I was at New Breed, and we was back there in the back room, and I said, "What?" We had said something.
Smile on his face.
We had said something about we need to wrestle or whatever. And I remember he's like, "Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun." And I said, "There gonna be forks involved?" And he goes, "Probably." And I was like, "Well, I don't know if I want to be a part of that."
You need to dress up like Screaming Norman Smiley. Remember he had the hockey helmet or football helmet, the pads. He comes out in full gear.
Or like, what was it? Was it Stone Cold and Kane had a first blood match, and Kane comes out in full,
totally covered.
Totally covered.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Anyway, we had a really good match. I ended up winning that match after a big boot and leg drop. Had to adjust his attitude. I went on to the main event. It was
a skipper of attitude.
Yeah, let's see. The main event was me versus Billy Hills versus Baracus versus Trending Trent Daniels. And Billy ended up pinning Trent there towards the end of the match. I had just hit a big boot and a leg drop on Big Farmer Billy, and I was about to cover him, and he kind of was over by the ropes, and one thing led to another. Baracus splatted Trent, and Billy hit Baracus, and Billy fell on Trent. Anyway, it was a big old schmoz. And then, did you see all that afterbirth that went out there? Holy,
they got their own little crew now.
Man, Billy and Big Bax, who I wrestled up there at Pro Wrestling Epic a few weeks ago. Him and the O'Neill brothers,
brothers. Was it Stephen
and Devin O'Neill, man.
I'm a really big fan of those O'Neill brothers. Looking at them, you kind of would like maybe laugh. You're like, these guys are wrestlers. They're actually
They're good dudes,
deceivingly good.
I've wrestled them
I
guys
love
a few
watching-
times now.
And it's weird. Now, I don't say this a lot about indie guys, but I love watching those guys wrestle. They're such a good unit tag team.
Yeah, good tag team.
Yes.
So they apparently a little faction has been formed there at Midwest Throwdown.
So now they're
Professional
part of
Wrestling.
that group. They're part of the SOB over in New Breed.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
They're
So
nothing but bad boys.
they're nothing but trouble. And you know what Slammer is? Slammer don't need nobody. Slammer is just the guy that takes care of trouble. I got all my Slammer maniacs behind me anyway. I got legions of people. They got 4.
In the chat, real quick, Wyatt wants to know what I'm drinking. I've got the LA Dodgers Prime I am sipping on tonight. Let's see what it tastes like. We'll give them a little taste test. That tastes... Boy, who's that taste like? Hideo Nomo. Hideo Nomo. I don't think I want no more of
You
this.
know what I think it tastes like? Tom Piazza.
Mike
Piazza. Mike Piazza. What? I was thinking of Tom Pagnazzi. I was about to say Tom Pagnazzi.
We would have went with that.
Whoa. Whew. Man, memory unlocked there. Been a long time since I thought about
90s
Tom
catcher.
Pagnazzi.
90s catcher.
Yeah, Cardinals. Cacaw.
Oh no, we maybe froze again.
Oh no, we're not froze on here. Maybe it's your phone.
I don't know.
Are we frozen, people? People, are we frozen? Are we frozen?
Are we frozen in time?
Are we frozen? Let me see if mine's frozen.
Wyatt says he watered
Nope,
it.
we're
What?
good. We're good. I think
Okay.
I think it might be your phone.
All right, let me jump out. I'll jump right back in.
Jump right in. That's a famous song by The Urge. Jump
The
right
Urge?
in. From St. Louis.
They
Steve
are?
Ewing. You know, I think Steve Ewing likes my page.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. Steve's Hot Dogs. We need to go up there and get some hot dogs from
I've got
Steve.
some of his. He has a stand at the. I want to call it the TWA Dome.
Oh, yeah.
because
He
I got
does.
him during the.
Yeah, he's got that. I think does he have 2 locations and that?
Possibly. I get him. Yeah, I've got him over. I'm up there at the Battlehawk game. Jason Oliver's in the chat says, "How's it going?"
Going good.
Everybody in the chat saying no, so I guess we weren't frozen. It was just on my phone.
No, okay.
My apologies. I wasn't
This guy's got a
Frozen.
phone problem.
frozen in time.
Everything else is good.
I'm just gonna go like this, and this half the screen is
Oh,
frozen.
I didn't even dance tonight. So anyway, there's a little bit of a dance there. Forgot to do my Disco Inferno dance.
Dana in chat says no frozen.
No frozone.
Michael from Belly says
Hee-haw.
no. We're good.
All
Kathy
right.
says no. Herb says no. Everybody's saying no.
So anyway, back to the Midwest Throwdown. Good night. Lots of the Slammer Maniacs there. We will be back August 16th, 800 City Park, Perryville, Missouri. It's right there. I guess that was a park we was at.
Yeah.
Big, nice building.
It really reminded me
Thank
of the
you,
Civic Center here.
thank you, Lord, it was inside because somebody commented, "Is this indoors?" And I never even thought about it. I'm like, "Oh no!" and he responded, "Yes, this is indoors." And it was nice and cold in there. So thank you,
I love the
Midwest
thought.
Throwdown Professional Wrestling, for being indoors because I don't like to be outdoors if I don't have to, especially in this heat.
As a fan, I love watching outdoor shows, but then I think about having to sit out in the heat, and I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah.
But outdoor shows are just so special. So they're so like retro. Like
Yeah,
they remind me
this-
of like the old times.
And I will say the only one I like to do is that one we did with New Breed up at the ballparks national.
Yeah.
Still not sure what happened up there, but that place got closed down or whatever. And this will go 3 or 4 years in a row. It was 4.
Four,
I went
yeah.
4 years, and I'm not a real big fan of outdoor shows, but that one, man, there's just so many people there, so much fun. I guess that's the thing. There's just so many people there. I just
Yeah.
love to wrestle in front of a ton of people.
Josh Summers in the chat says, "Hey, bros."
Yo, Josh, what's
Walter
up, brother?
Hopperman.
So anyway, we'll be back down there August 16th. It was a good time. We actually got home early for once.
So nice. We
Man,
left the building. There was still a little bit of sunlight. The sky had not completely turned dark.
yeah, man.
It was
Home,
nice.
home at what? 9:30.
So nice.
Oh my gosh! It's like I told Heather, I was like, man, this rules. It's like I've already taken a shower. It's like 10 o'clock.
And with that being a brand new group, there wasn't a huge crowd yet. This was their second show ever. Perryville is not totally used to having wrestling shows or anything. I think of that in their area. So it's going to take time. The crowd there, the little crowd that was there, hot all night.
Oh, they were
Hot all night.
They were on fire, man.
So
They
I think only going forward, that crowd's going to get better and better and bigger. It's going to be a lot of probably word of mouth in that area.
Yeah,
Man.
maybe we need to get some of the. I mean, Perryville's
Matt Creek Ballpark.
Matt Creek Ballpark.
is
Yeah,
what Herb says.
Ballpark's National at Matt Creek,
Yeah.
Camdenton. So yeah, man,
It was a
that
nice place.
that would have just happened
really.
if
May have been last
if it
weekend.
would have went on.
Yeah.
It would have. This is the time that it would have been.
I enjoyed going to those. 3 out of the 4 years you were the ring was out in the sun. Well, remember Herb was at a few of those. Remember he had like Cowboy Bob Orton.
Oh yeah,
on there?
Bob. That was the first
Yeah.
year we went because I was thinking, here I am with that Hulkamania shirt on, coming out to Real American. I'm thinking, is Bob going? Does he got that cast on? Is he gonna come out here and clunk me in the head?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, that was awesome. So
Josh in the chat says finally moving this podcast in the right direction. That's awesome. I've been seeing a few of your updates. I'm
Good.
excited to see what's going on. Josh says, were you this weekend?
well, funny you should ask. I just so happen to have a flyer right here. This Saturday night. This is the Saturday nights, right? Yeah, 1550 Miller Road. We got two events coming pretty close together. I hate to have the wrong one. MMWA, Arnold, Missouri. It's going to be me against Jimmy D. Kyle. It's going to be I guess this will be the rubber match between us. He beat me once. I beat him once. Is that right?
Sounds right.
So, big old rubber match for us, man. So,
Jimmy D's going down.
time to give him a big old boot and leg drop. Get a big win there in Arnold. Had the month off last month, so our week off a couple weeks ago. So, time to get back. I had 2 matches, this past Saturday night. Got the body all ready to go again. So, we'll go to Arnold. Have a big old crowd there at the Arnold Elks and.
Herb in the
Rock
chat
on.
says, first show there at the Matt Creeks, him and Bob Orton just sat in the car most of the time. That was a hot day.
Man, I tell you, I guess probably my favorite thing is just getting drove to the ring in the golf cart. And what was it last year? They put the ring
Oh, yeah.
by
It
the
was
thing,
under
and
it.
I was all disappointed. I was like, oh, I'm not going to get a golf cart. And one of the girls working there says, "Do you want? I'll go get a golf cart if you." Yeah, and she went and got the
Yeah.
golf cart and drove me around.
There's a beer crap in the woods.
So I got
Hulk Hogan wear yellow?
I got my golf cart entrance.
Yeah, I guess I will miss that. I kind of forgot. That was like your thing there. I mean, every year, but you were the last one. You were the last one to do it.
Yep, I was last person ever to get defended the PopCon championship. I guess that's just up in limbo right now. I guess.
The championship
Yeah,
belt.
I guess I might as well. I'm technically the New Breed Wrestling Midwest PopCon champion, but
you
I-
lost your smile. You gave it up.
well, there's unfortunately none of the dates. The dates had changed. They were always the 3rd Saturday of the month, and I wrestle on the second and
Vince
last.
Scully. Vince Scully.
Is it a little Vince Scully?
Vince Scully in that drink.
Vince Scully, rest in peace. So anyway, this Saturday, MMWA. So after that, what we got after that? Be the 4th of July weekend. So got
4th of
that
July.
weekend off. So me and Heather Page, we went and bought fireworks yesterday.
Seen your pictures of Jerry's fireworks.
Yeah, man, Jerry, rest in peace, Jerry. But we've been going to Jerry's fireworks. I worked there for like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah,
So you
back
pulled,
in like
you pulled a double dipper.
yeah,
At UPS, but you doubled it.
I mean, they
2 days.
yeah, 1 or 2 days, and gosh, that was like right out of high school. And I had a friend working there. He's like, "Hey, you want to come up here and work? They pay you cash." And I was like, "All right." And then I got a job elsewhere, and that was a job that was more than just a 2-week job,
Yeah.
because that's all Jerry's was just like a 2-week
Yeah.
job, but you can work as much as you want.
2-week
And
fireworks
they
stand.
paid cash. So
How interesting. I never
Yeah.
knew you worked at a fireworks stand.
it just dawned on me. I forgot that I worked there. And
Breaking news.
breaking news. I mean, it was just like a couple hours one day. I don't even know if it's.
You're like Black Cat Feet.
I probably made I may have made $40. I
Yeah.
mean, but anyway, $40
Yeah.
back then was
$40 is $40.
that was a
You could have bought some
couple-
snakes and sparklers with those.
couple fun days at the mall and driving around. You used to be able to fill up my tank for $7-8. So
Let's see. Josh Summers in the chat says, was at the Independent St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame yesterday. I seen a lot
it
of
was.
photos.
I seen Sadie Blaze got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Wrecking
So
Ball, Pete
congratulations.
Madden. I mean, there's
Pete
a whole
Madden, yeah.
Douglas O'Shea.
Douglas O'Shea, congratulations.
wish I would've
Luke
gone down with
Roberts. Luke Roberts
Yes.
got inducted. So congratulations
Lots-
to those guys.
Lots of big names. Artman is in there.
Art man, what's going on,
Oh,
brother?
his comment just disappeared.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, it disappeared off my screen.
Well,
What's up from
what's
outside
up
the
anyway? If
ring?
you're still watching.
There it is. That was back up on my screen.
Oh,
What is
good
going
call.
on? My
All right.
college phone.
Michael Allen Wyman likes to watch fireworks, probably in Valley Ho,
Valley-
California. Yeah, and the cool thing is the 4th of July is actually on a Friday this
Yeah,
year.
surprising.
Every year it's like, I don't.
Well, this year will be Friday, next year will be Saturday.
I like doing the fireworks, but it's like, it's 9 o'clock before it's dark.
Mhm.
And it's like when we're done, it's like, I'm always hot and sweaty because it's so hot outside. And then I get and go to work the next day. It's always like such a bummer to have to deal with.
Unless you're the White Larry Bird over here, and I always take vacation the
Yeah.
first week of July. This week I took the first 2 weeks off in July.
There you go.
So after this week, this guy is on vacation for 2 weeks.
Those weeks.
I cannot wait.
I'll tell you what, man.
I just got to get through this week, man.
I
Today I
hey.
struggled. Today I struggled at work. I was in a bad mood.
I get
I had a
you.
rough day.
I get you. Yeah,
4 more days I'm counting down.
it was hotter than the hilt. Is that is that how the saying goes today?
I don't know.
It's summertime.
Hotter than Hades.
It's just like you said. I'm not trying to wish my life away, but man, just
Yeah.
all I gotta do is get through the rest of June, July, and August, and 3 weeks in September, man.
You're wishing the whole summer
The
away.
thing is, I'm still gonna be hot, but at least I'll have an ocean to sit by down in Clearwater.
Let's see. This is General Vader of outside the outside the ring STL with Commissioner Shaft. They're both here.
Whoa,
They're both
Shaft-
here.
What? All right.
Josh says Shaft should have been scoop slammed through a table by Vader.
What?
And he goes, "Stop it, Josh."
And for those that are just joining, today is my 22-year anniversary at UPS. If you can believe that. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
22
Yeah.
years.
I just told you 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, you had
I
your
had my work-
19-year anniversary.
My work anniversary at my work, 19 years. I cannot-
Congratulations.
So I'm right behind you. I'm
Yeah.
going to catch up with you.
So how old was Caitlin when
She was not even
she was
born
not even born?
when I started there.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Paige was 3 when I started at UPS. Me and Heather had been married for 5 years. I was just telling her that the other day. I was like, just like the other day, I was like, well, this was the anniversary of the day I took my resume over there and got my job. And I told you that whole story, which is
Yeah.
really funny, just getting a job like
Yeah.
that back in the day. It's like, you don't get a job like that these days, that's for sure.
It's so hard thinking back, like, that's all my daughter has known me is working at the
Yeah.
hospital. And it, like, blows my mind because it feels like I've been there for 19 years,
Yep,
but it doesn't feel like I've been there 19 years.
I get it.
Like,
It's like I've worked at
Life flies by so quick.
You've worked at the hospital then longer than you ever even was in school.
yeah. I've worked there almost half my life. Almost half my life.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it's like it's so strange to think that it's like you go to school, you start school, kindergarten. So you're what, 5? I was 5 years old when I started school. Graduated at 18. So 13 years is all you're in school, and I've exceeded that by leaps and bounds
You've almost
at
doubled it.
UPS.
almost
Yeah, I've
doubled
almost
it.
doubled it.
Man, this is crazy, crazy.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about better things now.
Kathy says that's awesome.
Thank you.
Michael from
Balijo.
is Hulk Hogan okay? Received a comment on Facebook earlier this morning that Hulk passed away. I know this is fake news.
That's got to be fake news. You know,
If that happens, I guarantee that will be breaking news on
Yeah.
local news channels.
what happened, I think he had another neck surgery.
Oh, did he?
He's had more surgeries than a lot of people in the
Yeah.
world. But apparently he had a pretty rough go with this neck surgery. And there got some news out there that it was so bad he was on his deathbed. But
Oh, wow.
apparently he's fine.
Yeah.
So
You got your text message from him this morning.
Oh, I forgot to bring my stuff down here. Anyway, maybe I'll do that next week. I'll do a taste test with my Bushwhacker Loop pre-workout.
Our man says 5 more years till his retirement working on special education.
Whoa, that's
There
good.
you go.
Man, I wish I could retire. That would rule.
Is that even an option for us anymore?
I know. It's like, even if I retire, the only way, if I got through there long enough to retire,
Yeah.
because you got to, I got to work there a certain amount of years to be able to have my insurance, and my pension and stuff. It's like that's all fine and well, but I'll have to do something.
Maybe hitting Jerry's fireworks back up.
I'll guarantee I'll find me a job sitting in an air conditioner
Yeah.
somewhere because I'll happily supplement doing something to
There you go.
still get my UPS. And I see these guys that have retired. I run into some of these guys that worked at UPS and retired, and they do piddly little jobs just to have something
Yeah.
to do. Because I couldn't just sit around every day. I'd have to have something to do. But
Well, we're at that time of the show where we're going to have to
we need to.
hit our...
We're in Bro's Orb.
yeah, we've been in Bro's Orb for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we
We
was.
need to get weekly purchases down.
We was in the Bro Zone.
I've got 2 weeks of
This
weekly
is
purchases.
Bro is Orb.
I've got 2 weeks of weekly
You know
purchases
what?
to go through.
Cacaw.
Oh,
Go. You may go.
take my breath away.
Well, and to lead into that,
So, 2 weeks ago, me and my brother, the Double Dipper who was in the chat earlier, what do we got here?
oh, never mind.
So we got a phone
Yeah,
call?
I messed up. I was gonna
We
play
went down
I
to
was gonna play our
Metropolis,
song again.
Metropolis, Illinois, to the Superman Fest. I love the weekend. We go to there every weekend that they have this once a year. It's kind of like the town's country days that we have in this town. Superman theme. They
Superman.
even bring celebrities in. Like Dean Cain was actually there this
Yeah,
year.
you tell me that. How cool is that?
So and they have all kinds of vendors set up. There was people with action figures, comics, toys, everything. I found something that I didn't know I was looking for. But as soon as I seen it,
you knew you had to have it.
I knew I had to have it. I'm
I
a
kinda
kid.
like that.
I'm a kid of the '90s.
Same.
I love the '90s toys. I love '90s magazines, books, TV shows. There was a few things that hit me with the neon colors. They looked at me and said, "White Larry Bird,
White Larry Bird.
purchase me, purchase me."
Buy me, buy me.
So, up first, from 1992, I think, possibly 1991, still with Adventures price tag.
Whoa. Did you get it for that price?
We got Ripley from the Aliens movie.
I don't know who that is. I never seen the Aliens movie.
Oh no!
Oh,
This is the star
no.
of the movie. I love the bright neon colors.
I love the colors. I
That's-
love the vintageness.
Oh,
I just need to see the movie.
Aliens is such a classic movie. I got Lieutenant Ripley, who's the main character of the movie. And then up next,
For only $3.99.
I wish, got it for $10.
Oh,
I got one of them was $10.
practically gave that to
The
you.
other one was 15. I told the guy, "Would you do 20 for both these?" He goes, "Let's do it."
Let's do it. He probably just didn't want
So
to take it
up
home
next-
with him, did he?
Up next, also from the Aliens line,
I hope it's the alien.
I got the Alien itself. How
that's
awesome
good.
is that?
I do know the alien.
How awesome is that?
I haven't seen the movie, but I know the alien. That's
Look at
good.
that. Alien, Mr. Alien.
Tanaka
He is the Scorpion Alien from Desert Planet of Tanaka 5.
5.
Tanaka 5,
Like Pat Tanaka?
possibly.
Bad company.
Bad company. But I couldn't pass these up. I love the bright neon colors, the carding, being that old, and the old Venture stickers really got me.
That's good.
$3.99 originally at Venture. This probably come from Festus Venture. Who knows?
Probably so. We used to go to Festus Venture a lot when I was a kid.
I used to love Venture.
It used to drive me nuts because my mom would go right to the clothes and I could see the toy section. It used to drive me nuts. I was like, I gotta get to the toys.
And up next, keeping on that 90s nostalgia,
Is it an alien?
close.
Ooh.
He is out of this world.
Whoa.
One of my
E.T.?
favorite.
Home.
One of my favorite movies growing up.
Marriott.
I actually remember going to the movie theater in Flat River, going to the Flat River movie theater watching this. My dad took me and my sister to watch this.
Oh.
Ernest Scared Stupid on VHS tape.
You have to get a VCR.
Check that out.
Wow.
I love. Yeah, whenever he dressed up like the woman. This is by far one of my favorite Halloween movies. It's a tradition. Me and my I said girlfriend. Me and my daughter watch the Halloween one, and we watch the Christmas one every year.
That's good.
Ernest Saves Christmas and Ernest Scared Stupid is a tradition in the White Larry Bird household.
Ernest got his start on Laclede gas commercials.
So crazy.
Isn't that
It is very weird.
No mean
Know
bone?
what I mean, Vern? And last but not least, I did get a little wrestling. I did pick up a little
good.
wrestling.
A little
A
rascal.
little wrestling. This little rascal right here. The first version of the clear. Oh, he's taking his glasses off. You can't see me, John Cena. I found this down there. Now I need to find the elite
You
version.
need to find the elite one.
But I found the You Can't See Me clear John Cena, who's on his current retirement tour. I don't know if he really picks it up, but this is a clear action figure. He's all see-through. It's very weird.
I do have that faker John Cena up there. Where's he at? There's Cena up there?
I do.
He's kind
So now I need to find the elite version of this.
Okay, that rules.
There's a Hogan in that set. I bet you may have that Hogan.
What set number is it?
Main event series
It's that one up there.
148. I bet so.
Well, it's either
Maybe.
That's one of them. There's one up there. There it is. It's that Hogan. Python Power.
In the red shirt.
Got it.
And
Got it.
last but not least, came in the mail today. I have not even opened it yet.
Whoa.
Pre-cut it.
Pre-cut it. I said about to run and get some scissors real quick.
Smartened up. Oh God.
we thought he smartened up.
Last but not least, something I've been wanting for a couple years now. I finally found somebody on Facebook Marketplace, selling these for $20. I got this for a heck of a bargain. $20 shipped.
$20 shipped.
$20 shipped. I think you'll remember these from just a couple years ago.
Oh,
The
is that
Bojangles.
Bojangles?
The Bojangles
That's
set.
awesome.
Oh, this one's even got a lid.
Nice.
Coming to you from Bojangles, they had the Heart Foundation Cup.
That's good.
There's the backside. Oh, up next.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Outsiders.
Too sweet.
Finally getting that set.
That's good.
Legendary tag team.
Gosh, I hate the WWE logo. I just hate that logo so much. Oh, the Dudley Boys.
The Dudley Boys. Bubba and Devon.
Apparently they're a Pepsi place.
I
That's
see
a
that.
bummer.
Oh, I love Pepsi. I'm the Pepsi guy. You're the Coke guy.
I like my Diet Coke.
And last but not least,
Whoa, the
brothers.
real brothers.
yes. Where's Sweaty Teddy? I had to call
Where's
him
Ted?
out.
Ted, there it is, man.
Right there. Pretty cool. Brothers of Destruction.
I wish they would get those cups again this year when I'm driving down to Florida because there's
Is there?
they're a southeastern.
Yeah,
restaurant.
I did know that, like in the Carolinas
Mhm.
and stuff. Very awesome. Artmaster, great podcast, guys.
Thank you.
He says, congratulations to all the St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame inductees this year.
Yeah.
Michael from Philly
Hee-haw.
says, I'll be praying for the Hulkster.
Same.
And cool alien figures, Mookie. I appreciate it, though. My favorite movie is Jaws. You can't believe it's been 50 years
Oh
since
yeah,
the
I've
movie
seen
came
that.
out.
50 years.
Just
That's
celebrated 50-year anniversary.
insane.
Now, what do you have, sir?
Well,
Well.
we decided since we never go to Perryville,
Yes.
we went to the Perryville Walmart, and
And Big
I
Nasty
had-
beat us, apparently.
I had good luck. I mean, I'm still looking for those Monday Night War figures, but my gosh,
I need the Elite Clear John Cena. I want two of them. I want to open one
yeah,
buy it
I
right
mean,
here for you
I
guys.
want one of them too.
You get out of here.
I do. I want.
You
one
don't
of
collect modern.
them. That's the only one I want. Look at this Hulk Hogan Ultimate I found there at Walmart. Got the old WWF Championship, the precursor to the Winged Eagle Championship. This is, what is this, WrestleMania 3 Hogan?
I would say it's
WrestleMania 3, there it is.
WrestleMania 3 right on the back.
So anyway, this rules. The yellow Hulkamania shirt, bandana over his, kind of cockeyed on his forehead.
From Venice Beach,
Got his-
California.
Got his buggy eyes, buggy eye Hogan. Man, this rules. What
Coming in at
what a great
6'7". From
6'8". 6'8",
Look on the back of that.
303 pounds. Does it say 6'7"? This is wrong. Hold on.
6'7". He
Hey.
had already lost an inch at that point.
You know what? I'm going to tell you one thing. If he was always 6'8", 303, and he always had the 3 rips in the back of his shirt.
Here we go. Here we go.
And sometimes I've noticed some, you'll be seeing the 3, but it is very strange how there's something weird out
Oh,
there.
Michael says that's an awesome Hogan figure.
Yeah, it rules, man. And also, we was down at the merch table, and my new little Slammer Maniac Mavis, I don't know if she's watching or not, she brought me a Hulk Hogan squishy.
Yes.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it.
We're gonna rip it, baby.
We're going to open it because I need a squish. So
Oh,
I did it.
did you
I
pre-cut
did.
it? He pre-cut it. He pre-cut it.
That was strength.
He had the little slit like Hogan
That
does
was
on top of his
that
shirt.
that was just pure strength. Oh, this rules, dude. 3 rips.
3 rips.
There it is. Rip them.
Those things, excuse me.
Cacaw.
So-
Oh yeah.
I want to eat those so bad. They
You
look
want
like,
to eat?
they look like those marshmallows.
Kind of like a big fat cookie.
They look like marshmallows.
Good pythons on the Hulkster, man. 3 rips in the shirt, just like it's supposed to be.
I want to eat that man in his underwear.
Let me tell you something, brother. I need to go get boxing Hulk Hogan.
Man, where's Mad Max at? Mad Max ain't here this week.
Well,
Mama
Kathy
Kathy's
was
here.
here, but no Max. Well,
Sonya has made it in the chat.
cut my legs off and call me Shorty.
Sonya's in the chat. She says, nice Hogan with the big red hearts.
Yeah, Hulk rules. Denny, what's up, brother?
One little trivia question. I got a couple trivia questions to end the night.
Do I want trivia questions? Is the Pope a White Sox fan?
I believe he is.
All right.
That's funny you say that.
Cacaw. You say trivia for me?
Oh, you know what?
Trivia or
Do we want to do trivia or this day in history? We have time for one, but not the other.
go with this day in history.
This day in history.
And then we'll play it by ear after
Okay.
that. You never know. Gosh, we may talk for 20 minutes about this day in history.
We can't. I am starving. I am
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
eat
we,
dinner.
yeah, we need to get you out of here. You need some food. We'll go 5 more minutes and let you get
On
out
this
of here.
day in history, on this day in pro wrestling history,
June 23rd, 2003, the same day Slammer started at UPS.
but in 1994,
In 94, though, probably a King of the Ring type thing.
WCW
WCW.
champion Ric Flair defeats WCW International World Champion Sting to unify the world titles.
Oh,
Because remember, they came out with that belt while Flair jumped to WWF with his world title.
was
They
that
kept his world title,
okay?
and they had to come up with the World International Championship title. Vader held it. I think Rick Rude held it. Sting held it. There's a few people that held it before.
Was that the
Flair
one
came
that
back.
looked like the Winged Eagle? But is that the one Ron Simmons had?
Ron Simmons had it?
That was the one that looked like a.
Oh, you think?
I always thought it looked randomly weird.
Yeah.
It was almost like a knockoff of the Winged Eagle. It's
I
like
have to re-look at that. I've never really thought about that. Denny in the chat says, hello,
See,
Slammer.
look, I mean, it's. I don't have it there, but you look at it on TV. Look at that. Look at
I'll have
look
to-
at the side.
Yeah, the
plates.
sides. Well, they're
Look at-
probably using those, reusing those in the belt. though.
Yeah, but
I'll have to look that up.
you look that up.
I remember the belt. I just don't.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever looked at it like
it
that.
looks a lot. I always thought that. I was like, man, they're just knocking off the Winged Eagle. Except I don't think we used to call it the Winged Eagle back then. I
It was
think
just
we
the
called it
championship belt.
the WWF Championship.
That was at the Clash of Champions 27, by the way.
27.
For anybody keeping count.
Cacaw.
Michael in the chat says, mention food, and he goes, I'm starting to get hungry. I am starving. I am starving.
I just ate, so
On this day in 1996, a very big thing happened tonight, probably about this time.
when? What year?
1996.
96. Okay.
The King of the Ring happened on this night.
I just said King of the Ring, didn't I? Okay. 96.
Stone Cold Steve Austin
Whoa.
defeated Mark Merrow in the semifinals to go on to beat Jake the Snake Roberts in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, become the 1996 King of the Ring champion, and he would go on to maybe, in my opinion, and you may agree with this, come up with the greatest wrestling promo / catchphrase ever in the history of wrestling with the Austin 316 speech.
Yep.
Because even to this day, they're still selling Austin 316 shirts. They have WrestleMania in Dallas 316 shirts.
St. Louis 316 when they're in
There's
St.
still,
Louis.
here it is.
They had those up there. The Backlash store was up there. They had St. Louis 316
Here's
shirts.
30 years later, pretty much. 29 years later.
9 years
They're
later.
still coming out with Austin 316 type gear.
I think he kind of did that on the fly too, didn't
Yeah.
he? I mean, it just worked out
just-
well because
My favorite when he's doing the speech and Doc Hendricks is holding the mic. And he says, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your beep. And Doc Hendricks goes, he does like a double take, like, I can't believe we just said that. Doc Hendricks has the best expression on that.
that's good. Yeah, I remember well.
Also on that match, or in that night on the pay-per-view, do you remember Ultimate Warrior wrestled on this card? Which kind of is funny because when you think of 96, you really don't think of Warrior.
I think a Warrior a little bit, but
I
I mean,
remember-
he was there. He was in and out so fast.
Who would you guess he wrestled at King of the Ring 96? I actually think he's on the cover of the video. I think he's actually on the cover of the video case.
I
could be
actually
wrong.
seen him in '96 at a house show in St. Louis. He wrestled Vader.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was
Huh.
lucky to get to see that.
Yeah.
And it was just his in and out, just whatever he was wearing, like in the Jax figure.
Yeah.
It may have
Come out with
been.
the baseball cap on.
He may have wrestled Vader. And
He took on Jerry the King Lawler
what
at the King of the Ring 96 pay-per-view.
was it? A qualifier match?
I don't think
Or was
so.
it just
I
a match?
think it
What
was-
a random
Yeah,
match!
that's what I thought too. Shawn Michaels retained the belt, defending it against the British Bulldog, and also Mankind defeated the Undertaker that night.
Oh, you know, it's funny because we listened to JBL his talk show with Conrad,
Yeah.
and JBL's like, you know, you pretty much really credit me with starting the Attitude Era because he said if Jake the Snake hadn't beat him, he would have had to wrestle Stone Cold, and there wouldn't have been the famous
Oh my
316 speech.
That's so funny.
Isn't that crazy?
That is true. Also on this day in wrestling history, 2003. We're going to fast forward a few years.
2003.
2003, maybe the
That was
last.
the first day I started at UPS.
Oh, on this day.
On this day,
I actually
Monday.
remember. This was a Monday, Monday Night Raw.
I had to tape Monday Night Raw. I had to watch it when I got home.
I actually remember being at my girlfriend, her name was Cassie at this time, watching this Monday Night Raw in particular. It's almost like the last,
And I was sweating at UPS loading boxes in a trailer.
this is almost one of the last newer, even though this is almost 20 years ago now, newer Monday Night Raw incidents that I can remember, like, it was like a big deal.
Okay.
Triple H took on Kane.
Okay.
He was the World Heavyweight Champion, the Big Gold, title versus mask.
I was gonna say, is this the night he lost his
It is.
mask? Because that I'll always remember that because
Yeah.
I was like, that was my first night at
Yep.
UPS is when Kane lost his mask.
And I'll never forget that because I'm like, there is no way Kane is
Yep.
losing his mask because that was so randomly. That happened so randomly. I was like, Kane's gonna win the world title tonight, and I think I actually taped it on the VCR tape that night at my girlfriend's house. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back so I can rewatch this championship
Wow.
title win. Kane unmasked, and I just remember him pulling it off.
And he had a little bit of hair
and
and
then
black
turned his head
yeah.
back to the camera. And,
Then he
'cause
shaved.
he has his head away.
Yeah.
He pulls the mask off, and then he slowly turns his head back real quick, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" Because he got some of the black face paint on. Half of thing, he looked like
Had that
the
little-
missing link.
The missing link. Yep. And then he shaved the rest of that off, and by the next week he'd come to the ring, had like a towel over his
Yeah.
head.
Well, remember then he started coming in with like shackles and stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked that era of Kane. Like right after he shaved his.
I hated him.
I
having-
hated it at that time, but looking back, man, I really liked that era of Kane when he was freshly out of that mask. That whole, it was almost like a new character.
Yeah.
I mean,
He said it was
essentially
easier to breathe.
I'm sure. I'm sure. That is all I got.
That's
for-
it.
That is it.
Well, let's go ahead and get our
Let's wrap it up, boys.
let's get our credits here and get you somewhere to eat, and I'm gonna go work out. So anyway, thank you for joining us for the Bro Show episode 54. You can find it right now. Like, share, comment, share this page. Go.
I think the button's right up in here.
Yeah.
Three dots. Three dots.
Yeah, what up there? 3 dots. Hit that. It says invite friends and followers. All you gotta do is hit that, and it'll give you a list of people, and there'll be a button that'll say select all. Select all, then hit the invite button. Everybody's
Bring
been
'em in.
invited,
Bring them in. Bring them in.
and people will like the page.
Even if they don't like wrestling, they'll love Slammer.
Yeah.
They love the White Larry Bird every Monday.
And then go over to my personal page, Chris Slammer. Be my friend. I'll be your friend. Add me as a friend. I'll be your friend. Chris_Slammer on Instagram. X, Twitter, at Max Jim. That's a little @ sign. MACSGYM, Max Jim. I still haven't got my new TikTok made. I will get on that, I swear, when I finally feel like it. But hey, I'm 3 followers away from 500 on my YouTube page.
You're going to unsubscribe and then resubscribe. Does that help?
No.
You had to think about that.
I did have to think about that. Slammer4878. We are 3 away from 500 followers. You can watch every episode of The Bro Show.
Ooh.
Any other little videos that I make. Usually little videos you send me that I make to put on those. Every episode of The Bro Show, every Slammer wrestling match is on there, including 2 from this past Saturday night at Midwest Throwdown Professional Wrestling.
I was
Watch 'em.
the video
He was
man.
the videographer.
Yeah.
The videographer sitting right here by me.
I'll tell you right now, I did a hell of a job.
You did a great job.
Pat myself on the back of that.
You Barry Horowitz. That's good job. Good job.
Second Barry Horowitz.
What else we got there? ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Get yourself a. That's right. Get yourself a Slammer T-shirt on there. We Run the Ropes on Instagram or Run the Ropes on Facebook. Get the exclusive Slammer shirt on there. Cameo. Get yourself a Slameo. Go to Cameo at Max Jim. Book me now, man. Wish somebody a happy birthday, happy anniversary, anything. Snitch is on here. Thank you. I'm glad Snitch is on here. My favorite wrestler is here. The Snitch.
Snitch. I just took the last sip of this.
Mike Piazza this time?
I swear, that's Sandy Koufax in that
Sandy
bottle.
Koufax.
Sandy Koufax in this Dodger Prime bottle. I'll be damned.
Let's hope not. So anyway, that's where you can find me. And this Saturday night, MMWA, Arnold, Missouri, 1515 Miller Road, Imperial, Missouri, the Arnold Elks. Come see Slammer in wrestling action. Where they can find you at, my
You
brother?
can find me every Monday night right here on the Slammer Facebook page. You can find me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me a friend request. Send me a message. Send me a follow. I will message you back. Oh, we got a little bit of theme song going on. Or you can follow me on the real TikTok at the real White Larry Bird. I just put up a 6-minute video of my trip to
Superman Fest.
Superman Fest, Metropolis,
Metropolis.
Illinois. Thank you very much. And that's all I've got to say.
So anyway, Aruba!
Ruba!
Listen to our song as we close out here. Thank you guys for joining us for The Bro Show, episode 54. Join us again next Monday night, 7 o'clock. There'll be Bro Show episode 55. This was 54. That was John Cena's number.
Oh, yeah, it was.
54. So next week will be episode 55. That's Albert Pujols' Dodger number.
I should have waited.
The Bro Show.
All right. We will see you guys Saturday in person at the Wrestling Show.
Come see me. Buy a shirt. Buy a hat. Buy a bandana.
We'll be
Let's
back
go.
right here next Monday. Until then,
Aruba.
Aruba.
Bro Show. Watch Bro Show.
End it.
End it. In video. End it. End it for the love of God.